Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back. Let's start with your best piece of advice. I feel like you like to get to it, right? Yep. Look at it jump the world, end something, close something out. I mean, what else is there to say? You can see she feels very complete. She has all the four elements here and she's closing something out to bring more abundance in. But we'll go ahead and read exactly what they need you to know. The world. Let's see. Integration, the last card, right? Before that new beginning starts, we have to make our final endings, closing the doors, cleaning, right? Cleansing, allowing better things to come. The world. Integration, fulfillment, and completion. So there could be a birth, a kind of, culmination of some sort. Having evaluated their inner constitution, the child has arrived at the final card of the major arcana, the world. In the same manner as the moon in the list, this card expresses the constitution and consciousness of the personality. But here, all things have come full circle. The child is now matured and holds in their hands the evergreen bows of holly forming a semicircle above their head. The symbols of the minor arcana from another semicircle below them combined, they form the subtle circle that surrounds the child. With no beginning or end, the circle turns perpetually. In all decks, the figure in the world appears in either feminine or hermaphroditic. In this card, she is the divine feminine expressing herself. In the child, she is that which births the experience of existence and that which is the tomb and returns to the cosmos. So there definitely is a mindset shift or a new way of approaching how you communicate, or your local people, friendship groups, coworkers could be changing. Maybe you're even focusing more on real estate or working, staying at home, mothering. On a profound level, this is a card that symbolizes birth and death all at the same time. In the occult traditions of recent centuries, this card represents what happens to us at a point of our physical deaths as we return to the mystery, and then we get born again, right? Inherent in this figure are all the archetypes that the child encountered on their journey through the major arcana and the great Yule tree. And whilst this is a happy card and one might feel intent on staying here a while, the journey must continue on as the cycle of the major arcana continues to play itself out in every situation we find ourselves in. You've done it. You can do no more. The situation is what it is, and everything has worked out just as it should have done. You are responsible for this moment, so bask in the glory and pat yourself on the back for all you've accomplished. Or learn if you don't feel that successful. Learn. It's really great to take lessons, right? Because it only allows us to move into a more powerful position going forward. It has been no mean feat, and you have worked hard for your successes. Take time to celebrate them all and take them all in. Interesting. You could be manifesting a new home or a kind of like more enjoyment or pleasure or hobby or dating, sex, that kind of vibe in your life. Let's see, Capricorn. Most important messages. You can see the light is kind of, I associate the right for the future. So I think there's a bright future headed towards you. You could be gaining a lot of gifts right now as well. You could have spirits around you trying to help. Yeah, you could just feel that you're not maybe in control of your abundance, but I think you are. So tell us more for Capricorn. Maybe there's like a level of control here that needs to be kind of let go of or forgiven. Um, Tell us more for the Capricorns. Yeah, in order to move actually towards more abundance, there needs to be a more flexible approach. And I know that's so hard because Capricorns are ruled by Saturn, right? Which kind of rules this kind of cold detachment, restrictive influence, a kind of falsity and belief so that people can think that we're more respected or more higher position than we really are. But if we keep operating that way, we don't ever gain anything, do we? Because we're too closed off to it. So best advice for the Capricorns. Ooh. Forming structures in a more solid way, maybe forming structures in your abundance and celebration, embracing, maybe nurturing yourself, nurturing your inner self. It kind of seems like the statue is the same person. They're like kissing their own selves, or accepting nurturing from people around you. You could be making decisions in regards to this, how to close off cycles and change things and get epiphanies and breakthroughs that allow you to move towards that beautiful candle here we have in this card with this beautiful sun rising above everything, all that wetness, all that drownedness. But let's see. Messages for the Capricorn. You could sense that your subconscious is changing a lot as well with Saturn and Pisces and Neptune and Pisces right now. Deep cellular healing, exactly. Messenger in the reverse. So maybe there's like a need to like communicate in a really positive way, or there's a need to not communicate at this time. Maybe change coworkers, commerce, local community, maybe your commute. But let's see the messenger here, or the way that you communicate or think about things, kind of giving perspective vibes. So let's see 92. This could help you actually tap into more self-love and more abundance and more magnetism. Yeah, and open gateways actually to collaborate with people in a healthy way. You're part of a lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and time again to see the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters, I mean, most of the world is feminine because most of the universe is the moon is associated with the woman, right? The mother, the womb. It changes, it grows, right? And that's at night, and most of the universe is dark. Most of the universe is that kind of womb energy, that darkness that we all come from, right? So it's important that you are embracing your feminine side, is what I'm trying to say. That kind of passivity, that receptivity, that kind of intuitive guidance, that really nurturing, caring thing, nurturing from the darkness, nurturing from being hidden, right? Maybe it's a great time to spend at home or something, especially if you are closing out cycles. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing like a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony to ensure greater balance. So maybe you're uniting these elements of yourself, which is allowing you to unite your masculine drive with people as well as your feminine drive of being receptive, listening to people, things like that, being caring, kind, nurturing, compassionate, beautiful in a sense, right? To help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all, right? We already read that, but yeah, and this kind of sense of beauty can relate. Venus rules money as well, so it can attract better peace, positivity, relationships, marriages, money, business contracts. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and the feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance. Think of the whales traveling around sharing love with their healing vibrational song. So it's just about like the way you think about your own life, and can change the reality for everybody and all your relationships too. Okay. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine. We did have Pluto finally exiting Capricorn very shortly, very recently. So there is that kind of completion, that final death of Capricorn, which kind of rules the patriarchy in a sense. And we're moving into a more enlightened kind of humanitarian perspective, I think. So yeah, I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the buy me a coffee link if you want to leave a tip. I feel like I want to get you some tarot almost though. I don't want to close this off without a bit of tarot. You never know, right? But we'll get some tarot just to see. Most important messages for the Capricorns to close this out. Yeah, a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating. You could be studying or watching your own toxic cycles or your own way of communicating, your own relationships, studying these. You could be no expert maybe, but you're willing to learn for your long-term security, right? For your ability to build long-term lasting security in a kind of gopher way, right? So Capricorn, yeah, manifesting. Okay, very interesting. Tell us more for the Capricorns. Yeah, this will actually bring ultimate motherhood, stability, happiness, marriage, a really good home life. If you're at home right now, that could be the greatest place for you at this time. It could be just a great place for you to be. But let's get you a moonology, Capricorn. Wow. Maybe yeah, it's important that you're flexible at this time, especially if you are coming to new conclusions or ways of relating to others. The answers you need are coming. So you could be having like more understanding, especially as Mercury moves more direct in September. In the beginning of September, Mercury rules the mind and communication and understanding things, right? It's not a time to take action. This is a time to maybe even divest your energy, to take away action, to stop doing things, to put less on your plate, to enjoy more spa days, to enjoy more meditation type vibes. So more sound baths, ASMR, anything that helps you with that, things. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you and take care.